from Batak, Ilocos Norte. So they are both Ilocano. It's a privilege for us today that we have Dr. Lorcelie B. Taclan, a research consultant from AUP, and she will be discussing more on the project that he has started. She has 3 children, an engineer, an accountant, and a dentistry. She's been a big help to us in organizing the ASI Ilocos Norte Association. Since ASI is an independent ministry to the church, there is a need for us for a clear direction and plan of action to undertake as to how we can assist church leaders and self-supporting ministry in the self-supporting ministers in the ministry. So here at ASI Ilocos Norte, Ma'am Lorcelie Taclan is one of our members. Our association, ASI Association here, was organized in November 11 and was registered at the April 7, 2016 before the Security and Exchange Commission and to the Bureau of Internal Revenue, Region 1, Ilocos Norte. ASI NLM consists of 5 chapters. We have the ASI Ilocanja. Our project is small store and micro business where we sell the original rice, coffee, and producer. ASI Mushroom Pangasinan Production, also organized by the President Sherry Ann Soriano. So let's give Ma'am Lorcelie Barrington to give us more on the project this morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning, Doc.
Good morning po. Thank you very much, Ma'am Lani, Ate Lani, for that kind introduction. I would like to thank God for this opportunity to be with you in this NPUC ASI convention today. I would like to thank God for Ate Lani and Dr. Joyce for inviting me. And most of all, I would like to thank him also for the opportunity given me to share with you what God has entrusted us this morning. So before I begin my presentation, I would like to tell something or add something about what Ate Lani have mentioned. Yeah, I'm at present faculty member of the Adventist University of the Philippines, and I entered AUP 2012, and that God has blessed us in many ways to share what He has entrusted us. So today, I am sharing with you my presentation about the automated multi-commodity heat pump dryer. Can you see my presentation right now? Can you see it po?
No, wala pa po, ma'am. Wala pa.
Sorry po. Yeah. I would like to call my, I have a lot of lifeline in here. I thought it's already in my presentation, but please bear with me as I look for my presentation. Okay, can you see my presentation na po? Is it seen in the screen?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, yeah. So this will be my first slide. Okay. The topic or the theme of our convention this 3 days is called our Reintegrate Business as a Mission. So during the last few days, I was praying to God to give me something about the topic. So in open and close quotation, God has given me this passage this morning. A business in partnership with Him is a mission. And I believe that God gave each one of us the business we are handling right now. I believe you believe in this because everybody, yeah, has witnessed how God led us in all our endeavors. And when Business as a Mission told us or it tells us that it is, in my presentation, it will be innovation, medicinal plants, and entrepreneurship. I called myself a steward because in my next presentations, we will discover why. So,
Report is kaya report yung
okay po. So, the title of my presentation is what God has entrusted me. It is called the Automated Multi-Commodity Heat Pump Dryer. Yeah, God enabled me to be the inventor and maker. And I praise Him for that. So I would like to give you a brief present or a brief history of the evolution of the AMCHPD or the AMCHPD is actually the Automated Multi-Commodity Heat Pump Dryer. So in all my presentations this morning, I will be using the word AMCHPD, which means that it is my, or it is the machine that God has entrusted us. So it all started in 1988. It is actually the first bullet in my left. So it all started in 1988 in my undergraduate class or course. It is called the Ref and Aircon class. For the information of that group, my BS degree up to my PhD is on agricultural engineering. So we have a course before or a subject before under a very good teacher, and I will never forget him because he inculcated in my mind the ref and air conditioning subject or course, and that was in 1988. And in 2005, I took my master's degree at the Central Luzon State University, and coincidentally, or shall I say, it was a divine arrangement that my advisor then gave me a topic which I did not know that it was related to that of my 1998 undergraduate subject. So he gave me the title, and after and for 3 years, yeah, it took me 3 years to conceptualize, design, and fabricate the machine. In God's grace, I was able to get my degree, the Masters of Agricultural Engineering in the year 2005. After 5 years in 2010, we filed a patent of the machine at the Intellectual Property Office of the Philippines, and it was granted a utility model. In 2013, just after, or yeah, not less than a year when we were already at AUP, the first technology adopter of my Generation 1 was AUP then. So we built a machine there and used it for various activities of the university, most especially using for the undergraduate thesis of uh, experimental work of the physics students, particularly medtech, nutrition and dietetics, dentistry, engineering, and some other more. And in 2016, it was the year when the second technology taker of our machine, that is the generation one, came about, and it was used until now by the Mira's turmeric products in Lipa, Batangas. And at the same year, in 2016, we submitted at AUP a project proposal to the DOST, particularly the Philippine Council for Industry, Energy, and Emerging Technology Research and Development. It took us 1 year to wait for the project grant. So in 2017, we were granted the project grants of 5 million to develop the automation of the machine. And I did that with my students at the Adventist University of the Philippines, particularly at the engineering department. And in 2017 to 2018, we did the project implementation with the OST. After that, for 2 years, and in 2018, we held the third technology taker, that is Generation 1, no other than Dr. Tam Mateo. Sorry for the wrong surname. That must be Dr. Tam Mateo. And then for the fourth technology taker, Generation 1, that is at Santa Catalina, Ilocos, it was funded by the Department of Trade and Industry. And our fifth technology taker is no other than, and that is Generation 3, that is in Ahoy, Iloilo under the ADRA project. Okay, so that is funded by the ADRA, and the benefactors, or the beneficiaries of the Generation 3 are no other than the victims of the Yolanda typhoon. And then in 2019, we have the sixth technology adapter, that is Generation 4. That is in Maharlika, Royal Maharlika Wellness Center in Bantay, Ilocos. The president is no other than the Sangguniang Panlalawigan member, Sir Rafanan. And the seventh technology adapter, that is Generation 2, is the Mabuhay Wellness Incorporated in Bulacan. This is under Dr. Richmond Santillana. Our eighth technology adapter, the Generation 4, is a friend at Tagudpud, Ilocos Norte. And that same year, the ninth technology adapter in Generation 5 is also a member of our church in Cubao, Manila, and he is a naturopathy doctor. This year, through God's grace, a new patent was released, industrial design of the machine. And then we have now the 10th technology taker, that is the Refmad Dragon Fruit Farm in Burgos, Ilocos Norte, with no other than Mrs. Evita Dacolcoy, with 20 hectares dragon fruit farm. And it is the Generation 2. As of today, we have 3 orders of various generations. And this excites me because one of our technology adapter to be is for baptism in our church. I thank God for His marvelous ways on how to provide not only our takers, but how to expand the business, not only in terms of revenues, but in terms of the souls that God has given us for us to take care of. So, the sizes of the AMCHPD is, the Generation 1 is missing here. In my next slides, I will be showing to you the Generation 1, and it is my original one. So this is the Generation 2. The size is actually 4 feet by 8 feet by 4 feet with 24 pieces drying trays. And then for the Generation 3, this is the biggest so far this time. It is, the size is 8 feet by 16 feet by 8 feet. And it has a drying tray. It has drying trays in in 6 racks and 126 pieces. Actually, this is the inside inside view of the drying chamber. And then we have the generation 4. It has a size of 4 feet by 4 feet by 4 feet with 18 pieces drying strips. We already have the generation 5 and it is not yet here on the slide. So I have here the specifications of the machine. All the materials of the machine is food grade, or we call this the 304 gauge stainless. This is actually the size of the biggest now. And then I have already discussed with you that it has 126 pieces of drying trays. The machine is operating at 35 to 50 degrees centigrade. Why? God has enabled us to simulate it until 50 degrees centigrade or only because, yeah, our products are mostly of our fruits and vegetables, including other products, requires 50 degrees centigrade for us to dry them and not cooking them. Higher than this, yeah, of course, we might be cooking already our uh, products or our commodities. And the uniqueness of of the technology that has entrusted us, it has a drying air or inside drying air, and we call that relative humidity, and it is 10%. Okay, the capacity of each tray is at a minimum of 1 kilo per tray, depending upon the commodity to be applied. Okay, we have here the unique features of the technology, and I call this product differentiation. This is its uniqueness to other dryers that is in the market right now. So of course, I'm very proud of this. It is 100% Filipino made, a proud product of the Philippines. And when we call it a proud product or a locally made, it is very beneficial to us because what? Why? When it is locally fabricated, it is for lower production cost and maintenance. Allow me to share a story about one of our technology adapter related to this uniqueness of the machine. When Redma Dragon Fruit Incorporated contacted us, Ma'am Dakoy did not did not order the machine when we will not be able to to give advice on how to help her with her present machine. Why? The machine she bought is from China. She bought it for 800,000, and just after a few months, it is already not working. We went there to her place, and lo and behold, we were not able to help her. Why? We did not understand the writings or the manual because it is written in Chinese characters. So that's the beginning of our collaboration with her. Nobody can help her here in the Philippines. That's why she ordered one. Okay, the food products or the commodities that are dried and to be dried or that are dried in the AMC HPD is hygienically conducted. Why? Yeah. If we compare it to sun drying and air drying, the condition of the drying air inside the AMC HPD is very clean. If you have questions about this, you may ask them later. Yeah, another very unique feature of our technology is that it has 100% chemical-free preservation. I have here some pictures showing to you that the drying we are conducting is without the addition of any food preservation chemicals, including salts and sugar. Amazing. is so amazing. This is the project at Iloilo for ADRA funded. So it is actually primarily for fish dyeing because at the place in Ahoy, Iloilo, there are a lot of fishes. A volume of fishes are caught every day, and according to the beneficiaries of the machine, all they have to do if they cannot sell the products or their fishes a day, they have to throw it back to the ocean or to the sea, and that's it. So the process of drying their fish now is from the sea, we just wash it with salt water also, of course, and then we lay it to the drying trays and then we load it. So nothing else added except for the salt water that is used for washing the fish. So another product differentiation we have with other machines in the market is that all those that are dried in the machine are what? The nutrient retention and concentration of AMCHPD dried food products are ensured. I have here some analysis done by the Food and Nutrition Research Institute of the DOST. So, ito yung pinakauna naming dried product at AUP. Alam niyo naman sa AUP po, ang dami po nating sapay doon sa paggawa ng ng soya milk. Though we have some international attendees here, so that, hindi pwede magtagalog po. I would like to know the consensus. Wala po, lahat po tayo ay sa Pilipinas ang galing. Can I have an answer po para I may know if I'm going to speak English all throughout or pwede pong magtagalog at baka pwede rin mag-Ilocano once in a while, hindi po? Okay. So, since wala naman pong commotion, that means to say na pwede magtagalog. Okay. So, the soy pad at AUP was dried in the machine. So, let's take a look at the dried and the fresh. So, the moisture content in grams of the fresh soy pulp is 87.6. After drying using the machine, that is, we end up to 9.7. What does this mean? Ano pong ibig sabihin nito? Ang recommended moisture content ng food product, dried food product, to make a longer shelf life must be less than 15%. That is according to my professor in the master's degree. Okay? So, tuwang-tuwa po ako at I'm really thanking God na umabot tayo ng 9.7 grams doon sa moisture ng ating dried soy pulp. And let's take a look at the ash content. So this is the fresh, 0.6 siya. Pero nung nag-dry na po siya, it came out to be 3.6. Anong ibig sabihin po nito? Nagiging concentrated na po yung analyte or yung nutritional content ng food product natin that is soy pulp in terms of ash content. Okay. Another one is the energy in terms of kilocalories. Nung fresh po yung soy pulp natin, 57 grams po, or 57, kilocalories siya. Pero nung dried na siya using the machine, naging 438 kilocalorie na po siya. Ano pong ibig sabihin nito? Concentrated na po yung energy ng ating soy pulp. So, pag gumawa po tayo ng products natin using the soy pulp, ilang gramo na lang po yung gagamitin natin so that we can meet the RENI or the recommended daily allowance ng ating mga consumers. Thank you, Sir Rick, na nakikinig po kayo because I believe you are using the soy pulp, the dried soy pulp. Okay? And then, from the total fat of 2 grams, pag dried na po siya sa ating machine, magiging 18.3 na siya. Napakataas po ng concentration. And also with a total carbohydrate of 6.4 sa fresh, pag dried na po siya, 41 grams na po. And then for the protein content, 3.4, magiging 27.4 na po siya. So with this, napaka-concentrated na po ng ating dried soy pulp. So pag gumawa tayo ng mga food products using the soy pulp, because we can use this as an extender, konti na lang po yung ilalagay natin. We don't need to use our dried soy pulp in one mixing only. Pero napakatagal na po yun. Okay, for the calcium, syempre noong fresh pa siya, mayroon siyang 34. Pero nawala po siya nung dry. Why? Kasi yung calcium na yun nandun na po sa ating soya milk. Okay po. Another product we have dried using the machine is the moringa, or we call it in our place marunggay, or in other places malunggay. Okay? So titignan po natin kung ano naman ang nangyari sa dried malunggay natin compared to the fresh. So ang moisture content pala ng malunggay natin ng fresh is 75%. Pero nung dried na po siya, nagiging 9 na lang po siya. In our presentation a while ago, sabi ko, the recommended moisture content for our food products, dried food products must be lower than 15% so that we can have a longer shelf life. Okay? So yung malunggay natin na dried sa AMCHPD, it end up to 9%. Oh. And then for the kilocalorie, the energy in kilocalorie, we have 128, the fresh, the dried, 347. Okay. And then the total fat, 1.7, pero pag dried na siya, 5.2. And then for the carbohydrate, total, 26 sa fresh, pero sa dried, 49 na. And then for the total sugars, 7.9 sa fresh, pero pag dried na siya, 4.7. Is this an indicator? Is it, shall I say, ito ba ay magandang indicator ng ating dried product? Yeah, because yung sugars niya, bumaba na siya. Okay. For the fructose and glucose, no detection po, both. But then for the sucrose, naging sa fresh 2 siya, pero sa dried 3 na siya. I would like to take note po na yung sucrose is a good form of sugar. So yung product natin na dried ay very healthy when we take it in kasi ang sucrose niya pala ay mataas na. So, okay. That's what God has done with the marunggay or the moringa. My favorite food as Ilocano. Alam ko marami pa yung pwedeng gawin sa malunggay. Okay, we also have one of the best commodity here in the Ilocos region, and I believe lahat po dito ay meron din. Yung iba siguro hindi kumakain, pero I tell you, this is a very good source of what? Of nutrition. We call it saluyot. Okay? Then it's true what happened with the saluyot when it is already dried. So from a fresh moisture content of 83, naging 8.9 siya. I hope you will not forget the recommendation na dapat lesser than 15% yung moisture content. Okay? And then from the ash content of 2, napunta na siya ng 10.5. Ang galing ni saluyot, 10.5 na siya. And then from the energy of the fresh to be 65, naging 360 siya. So, pag kumain tayo ng dried saluyot nito, very strong na tayo because of the energy in terms of kilocalories. Okay, from the total fat naman, na 1, naging 7.5 na siya. And I consulted with Dr. Estrada at AUP, our dietitian, dito sa result. Sabi nga, huwag kang mag-alala, yung total fat na yan, ay yun ay good fat. And then for the total carbohydrate, 12.4, naging 43.7 siya. And then for the fructose and glucose, no detection po, si malunggay. Okay po. And then we also have dried obe. This is actually the native over here in the Ilocos region. So, nag-drive po kami ng oven because of the demand of the Nestle in Cabuyao. Pero I would like to tell you na hindi po namin na-meet yung demand nila kasi sa dami po. Okay, so from a moisture content of 82.91, naging 9.2 siya. And then for the ash content of 3.5, naging 4 siya. 118 kilocalorie, 351. Total fat of 0.17. Nung drive na po siya, wala na. Naging 0 na po siya. And then, I consulted again with Ma'am Estrada here, our nutritionist at AUP. Sabi ko, ma'am, okay po ba ito? Naging 0 na siya. Oo, okay na kainin yung okay kasi wala na siyang fat. Pag-drive na siya. Okay. And the total carbohydrate of 27.89 when fresh, nagiging 78.7 na siya. And then the total dietary fiber of 4.1, naging 5.6 siya. And then for the protein content, 1.53 siya nung fresh, pero nung dried na po siya, 8.2. And then for the sodium, wow, 9 siya. It retained nung dried na siya. Ito. What an amazing God. What I can only say is that God is so amazing. And then we also tried pineapple because of course in Cavite, particularly in AUP, doon na po yung pineapple country natin, right? So, from a moisture content of the pineapple, 79, naging 7.3 siya. Sa ash content po is 0.36 and then 4.2 na siya nung dry. Energy, 61 lang po siya nung fresh. Pero nung dried na po siya, it came out to be 379. And then for the total fat, 0.2. So naging 0.6 siya. Ito ay good fat. From the total carbohydrate of 21.65, naging 89.3 siya nung dried. And then for the protein content, 0.89 siya. And then 4.2 po siya nung dried na. And then for the calcium content, 21.45 fresh, 98 na po siya nung dry. So, pag tinignan po natin yung presentation po sa mga dried commodities natin, consistent po siya na tumaas. Or, doon sa, hindi naman pwedeng pumunta pa sa atin, ginawa ng Panginoon 0 na. Okay? So, napaka-ganda ng ginawa ng Panginoon. Okay. Another unique feature of our machine is that it can retain product color even after drying. So, let's take a look at the anise po. Ewan ko po kung alam niyo po itong anise, pero ito ay pwedeng ihalo sa mga food products natin. Napakabango niya. Actually, yung dried na ito, nilalagay po namin sa car namin kasi mabango siya. Nagpapabango po sa loob ng car. Pero, nakakagutom po siya kasi parang gusto mo siyang kainin. Tama? Okay. So, kung titingnan po natin yung color ng anise before drying at saka nung dried na siya, parang mas green na nga po siya eh, di ba? Dito sa anise. And then for the moringa, I believe na-retain naman po niya yung color niya. Okay. And then these are other products we have dried using the machine. Ito na po yung Philippine mango natin. Of course, ito yung pineapple natin. Ito naman po yung Indian mango natin na hindi natin pinapansin during its season. Ang dami po dyan, nabubulog, nilalakaw, or in other ways. Pero, yung machine natin, it can retain also its nutritional contents and even the color. Meron din po kaming dito, duhat, basil, and many other more dito sa mga iba pa. We even try fish, saba. Yun ang it po. Ang dami po. And then, the newest feature of our machine from the generation 1 to generation 3, generation 2, 3, 4, and 5 now, ay yung easy monitoring natin because it's already what? It's already automated. So yung drying parameters natin na temperature, relative humidity, uh, drying time, at saka yung electricity consumption natin ay nag-display na po dito sa ating machine. And then, pag na-load na po natin yung mga gusto natin i-dry, pwede na po tayong maglaba, mag-market, and so many other also chores or other, pwede na tayong mag-Bible study because what we need to do is to key in the drying time we need. And then, nakaset na po yung temperature niya, yung drying time niya. And then, i-close na natin yung machine and then we can go out somewhere else. Pagdating po natin, halimbawa, it took you 8 hours in your other businesses, pagdating nyo po ay drive na po yung commodity. So, it is being monitored with ease and convenience. So, I have here the next slides. Ito po yung mga technology presentations na natin ng takers na nangyari for the last, shall I say, 15 years or more than 15 years na po sa ating yung technology. So ito po ay sa Singapore. That is actually the National University of Singapore in Singapore. We went there in the year 2017. If you can remember my history kanina, yung evolution, when I designed my machine in 2002, si Dr. Cho ay siya po yung author ng book na ginamit ko sa pag-design. So thank God, noong 2017, I was able to meet him. Kaya lahat ng ginamit ko nung nag-design ako, tinatanong ko na siya dito eh. So ito yung team namin sa AUP and then sa DOST, nagpunta po kami doon. Panginoon po yung nagbayad ng lahat ng expenses namin. So, these were our pictures during the consultative meeting. At I would like to inform the group na yung Singapore, hindi na po sila gumagawa ng machine natin ngayon. Huminto na daw sila matagal na. So, natutuwa po si Dr. Cho na tayo po yung nagpatuloy sa Pilipinas. And I praise God again for that. And then in 2017, that was in December, we were given the chance to present the technology to the group of small and medium enterprises of Ilocos Norte. And then after that presentation, the Governor, Amy Marcos, now our Senator, decided to fund the machine para magkaroon sila dito sa Ilocos Norte. Okay. And then we also visited the Better Way Foundation in Nueva Era. And I would like to tell you that pumunta sila sa AUP and the one I'm showing them is actually the Generation 1. Ito po yung baby ng lahat ng generations. Pero manual pa po ito noon at saka hindi pa po siya stainless. But with the enablement of God, naging stainless na po lahat ngayon and then it's already automated. So, anyway, dito po nagsimula yung binigay ng Panginoon sa ating knowledge. And then of course, sabi ko kanina, ang dami nang gumagamit ng machine natin doon because, yung mga student researchers natin. And we were able to take, or we were able to, privilege to have a photo op with our students. Okay, we were invited during the anniversary of the Sampaloc Church in Sampaloc, and we displayed a lot of our products there. Yung mga dried natin, may banana chips, may mulberry leaf, and so on and so forth. Ang dami po. Ito po yung project team ko noon. Nag-demo po kami doon. And a lot of people came. And I believe they were blessed because na-feel po namin na blessed din po kami na nakapag-share sa kanila. Okay, this is already the picture in Agraric Project na ako yung Concepcion Iloilo. Ito po yung beneficiary ng ADRA natin. Ito yung mga victims dati ng Yolanda. So, during the assessment, nagpunta po kami doon. And then, ngayon, ito na po. Ito po yung binili nilang machine funded by ADRA. At ang galing, ng mga beneficiaries, sila na po yung nag-put up ng kanilang taglalagyan ng machine. So, ito yung kanilang bayanihan, and then this is already the facility. And then we went there for the training, yan na po yung ipinakita ko kanina. And then during the last day, nagkaroon sila ng, ano po, ng dedication ng kanyang facility. And we praise God for that. Ayan po yung dedication ceremony nila. Okay. And another one that is very prolific now is the Santa Catalina Food Processors Association. Nagkaroon po kami ng training noong May 29 to 31, 2019 with them. This is actually the courtesy call with the Mayor of Santa Catalina. Ang kanilang funding po dito ay nanggaling sa BPI. So, ito po yung mga commodities na grinay namin during the training. Ang dami-dami po. And all of them attended. And we were very, very happy then because at the end of the training, 1 week po yun, sorry, 1 week pa, 3 days po pala. At the end of the training, yung last day po nila, meron na po silang pinakbet pack, moringa powder, moringa capsule. And during the last day, nagbenta po sila sa mga tao doon sa Santa Catalina, Ilocos and even up to Bigan, Ilocos. So, tuwang-tuwa sila dahil ito daw yung training na nag-training sila tapos nagkaroon din daw sila ng pera at the end of the training. And napakasaya po talaga namin that time din. Another one, that same time din, noong September 29, that was Sunday. In-invite din po kami ng Royal Maharlika Wellness Center. Nagpa-training po kami sa kanila noong paggawa ng herbal products. So ito po kay Bukal Rambo ito, yung sangguniang panlalawigan ng Ilocos. And we were very, very happy kasi may machine na din siya, yung Generation 4. And then, a lot of the trainees were trained on how to make a capsule using the methods we told them. Okay. Another one is the GK Enchanted Farm in Langat, Bulacan. This is a Catholic-owned farm. Nagkaroon din po kami ng initial discussions with the manager. Pero nilagay namin ito sa table muna kasi we wanted the advocates to have the first-hand information and the first sana na maging technology adapter natin. Anyways, babalik po kami dito some other time. Okay. And this is already our presentations at the DOST after the project implementation. And most of our technical panels ay naging masaya po din. Naging masaya sila dahil of the of the very good performance of AUP in the project. And I believe that has enabled us to do it. This is Dr. Tang Mateo Pasig. Ito na po yung kanyang machine. Nandun na po sa kanyang area ngayon. So, I believe, according to the sources, ito na daw po yung ginagamit ni Dr. Tang ngayon to dry his product. I praise God and we praise God as a team and as a university for the accolades given us during the regional presentation 2019. We got the regional prize and we were the winners of Region 4A out of so many universities and colleges that participated. So what I can only say is that Panginoon na po itong binakpan. So after the project, that has enabled us to have a spin-off company na po. Ito po ay si Champ Metal Manufacturing. Ito po ay dito sa Ilocos Norte. So ang ginagawa na po namin ngayon ay we manufacture and fabricate yung mga machine na ino-order po ng mga tao sa amin, yung mga takers natin. So, God is so wonderful and amazing. So, we offer, before I end my presentation, I hope hindi po kayo nagsawa, we offer custom design po. When I say custom design, give us your fans na available. Magkakaroon po tayo ng pag-design at pag-fabricate based from what God has kung ano man yung pinagkaloob ng Panginoon sa inyo na fans, we custom design for that funds. Okay, we also offer funds outsourcing. Kung wala din po kayong funds available, we can teach you tips on how to outsource ng pambili natin ng machine. And then we offer after sales. Yeah. And then like what I have presented you, yung technology training natin, ay how to start a livelihood using the technology. And then how to market to develop AMCH PD products, paano tayo mag-market, okay? How to bring your products to the supermarkets and yeah, there are tips on how to make this one. Please contact us with this numbers. Sana nare-record ito so I can share also or I can send the presentation at not recorded, okay? Ito po yung mga contact numbers namin. You can also contact the rest if you shared, AUP. Ito po yung FB account natin, AMCHP lang po, or you can message us at our personal FB account. Ito po ako, yung asawa ko, yung anak ko. Okay. And then, to bring back the honor and praises to the greatest inventor of all times, our faithful and loving God. A business in partnership with Him is a mission. Thank you po for the opportunity, Pastor Sabat, and everybody who listened to my presentation. God bless us all.
Thank you po, Dr. Kuran, for your very timely presentation when it comes to this kind of project. So, my dear brothers and sisters, dito po tayo sa papasin po ninyo, isa ito sa napakagandang tingnan natin kung bakit namin binubuo ang bawat ASA chapter upang sa ganon itong mga ganitong invention ng ating mga kapatid ay kapag kaya mayroon itong relationship sa dinidiscuss mula kahapon.
Bakit may kabatis? Nag-order ng kabatis. Sayote. Ay, iba yung nakita niyang ano. Sige. Pero okay rin.
Pakicheck mo nga yung mga in relation po doon sa clear group. Kaya sa clear group na binubuo natin.
Yung laruan.
Ay malaki.
Anong laruan?
Inalaman dahil kung mabubuo natin yung ating ASA chapter at kayo'y makapag-iisip ng mga project ninyo, ito ang isa sa magandang tingnan, magkasama-sama kayo, pag-aralan, and then kung ito po ay madala nyo dyan sa inyong chapter, magandang pasimula ito for center of influence. Kasi yun ang target po natin para noon ay ating ma-reach out yung mga nasa community. Kasi kapag wala silang pupuntahan sa atin, wala silang titingnan, so paano tayo magkakaroon ng influence sa kanila? Paano natin i-share yung gospel in the marketplace? So kaya maganda rin itong pag-aralan po natin. So, well, Dr. Taclan, akin na pong ino-open for question and answer sa mga kapatid na mayroong mga katanungan. Kung kayo po may mga katanungan, ay ito na po yung pagkakataon na maitanong ninyo yung mga gusto ninyo pa pong malaman.
Doktora.
Yes po.
Email Enriquez po. Pwede po ba ako magtanong?
Binabalang, hindi...
Hello?
Ito.
Opo.
Ma'am, paano kung interested po kami dyan sa inyong sa inyong product dyan sa dryer? Ito po ba ay pwedeng idaan sa subject ng ASI? Halimbawang mag-file po ako.
Okay. So, thank you po for the question. If I got it right, parang tinatanong niyo po ay ipapadaan po natin sa FASI. So,
Sa grant nila kung pwede po ba yon?
okay. So, hindi po yata. Pastor Sabat, pwede daw po ba? Opo.
That's what I said a while ago, na kung ang ASI chapter ay inyong pag-uusapan dyan sa chapter ninyo at gagawin nyo itong isang project. And then, siyempre, may mga pag-aaral yan kung paano natin ito ma-acquire. And then, let's see kung paano tayo magkakatulungan kung talagang porsigido yung chapter nyo na gawing project. At the same time, ito ay pasimula ng center of influence.
Okay. Sige po. Ang pag-uusapan na lang po muna namin sa chapter kung
Okay, ma'am.
paano po.
Okay, ma'am. Just give me your available funds po and then through God's grace, pwede po tayong gumawa for your chapter.
Magkano po ba yung isa?
Ano pong size yung parang gusto niyo po, ma'am?
Ano po ba yung nakita ko kanina?
Mayroon tayo 5 generations po. Sige po.
Yung para sa pulp po.
Actually, yung flagship natin is yung Generation 2, yung kagaya ni Dr. Campo. Opo. Yung actual price, yung existing market price na po niya ngayon is 1 million po. Medyo mahal when sa investment cost kasi gagamitin po natin ay pure stainless po siya, food grade po siya. And then, of course, may mga tao po tayong tagagawa kasi ako po, hindi ko rin po kayang gawin yon by my own, pero nagkaroon po tayo ng employment generation dito, so may welder tayo, may manager tayo doon, so lahat po ng expenses ko doon ay inclusive na po.
Tanong ko din po, yun po bang tofu drying machine? Pwede din po ba yun sa dryer mismo ng tofu kung gagawin chicharon?
Opo, ma'am. Actually, our students at AUP, yung mga nutrition and dietetics students natin, they have already tried. Nakapag-dry na po sila ng tukwa natin. Opo. And then, ginawa po nilang crispy.
Ayan.
Okay.
So, yun po yung aking nakikita kasi yung pulp namin, binibenta lang namin ng mura, ginagawang pakain sa baka, sa baboy. Whereas kung magkaroon ng certain project na manggaling sa amin yung pulp at maging project, iniisip ko na magkaroon ng drying ng pulp at the same time yung tofu, which we can market. So, pero yung market na nun, ang ha-handle na is not, hindi na kami, i-share na lang namin na makakuha sila ng pulp at saka ng murang tofu sa amin na gagawing chicharon na we can market naman po.
Sige po, ma'am.
So, yun.
And then, pag nagkaroon po kayo ng machine learning sa inyo, we can also conduct the trainings na ginawa namin sa Albert. At actually, yung mga pina-training namin, hindi po sila Adventist.
So, tuturuan nyo na rin po kami ng tamang, ng kunyari tofu, kung paano madodry at magiging crispy siya na pwede nating ilaban sa market na siguro improve na rin namin ang quality na market na ilalaban natin sa mga chippy. Kasi they're looking for healthy version ng mga chippy na yan. So, ang gagawin natin ay tofu, chippy na tofu, at saka yung mga dried, gawa tayo ng product ng dried pulp. Yan po, yan. Anyway, tatanungin ko din po sa chapter namin kung gusto nila yan at matutulungan ko din naman ang chapter namin para sa mas malaking tawag dito, mas malaking market. Din po.
Excited po ako sa inyo, ma'am, kasi yung pinaka-prolific natin ngayon na technology adopter is yung Santa Catalina Ilocosur. This morning, may nag-order na po ng kanyang malunggay na 8 kilos po na dry. So, nagbebenta na po. Actually, tinutulungan ko na po silang magbenta. And nakakarating na po up to Manila yung mga dried malunggay nila. So, may team po kasi ako na all over the Philippines na tumutulong sa pagbebenta, pag-develop ng mga food products. Thank you po, ma'am.
Sige po. Thank you.
Okay, next, Brother Albert.
Hello.
Yes.
Ma'am Taclan,
Taclan po. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Brother Albert po. Ngay, tatanong ko kung pwede bang mabisita yung inyong lugar.
Right now po, nandito po kami sa Ilocos Norte kasi na-lockdown po kami since March 14 po. Naka-work from home ako for AUP now. May machine po tayo sa AUP po. Saan po kayo, sir?
Sa Taguig.
Taguig.
Basta UP lang. O pwede makita yung machine ninyo.
Oo naman po. Pero right now, hindi po nakakapasok yung iba yung outsiders sa AUP po Pastor Sabat. Pagka-quarantine po. So, opo, anyway po, pag doon po sa FB account po namin, sir, na ibinigay ko kanina, AMCHPD, pag clinic nyo po yon at nahanap nyo po, nandun na po lahat yung mga, yung about the product, about the machine. So, this time of
AMCHPD.
Opo. This time of the pandemic,
Sa ngayon, saan po ang factory nyo?
Dito po sa Ilocos Norte po.
Nasa Ilocos?
Opo, may isa din po kami sa may, Santa Rosa, Laguna po.
Meron din pala kayo, Santa
Opo,
Rosa.
opo. May tagagawa po kami dyan, may linkage po kami dyan na siya yung gagawa po ng mga machines po natin. Opo.
Ang malalaking machine nyo, saan nyo ginagawa? Sa Laguna o sa Ilocos?
Both po. Kaya, this time of pandemic po, ang ginawa po namin, kung ang mag-order ay sa Southern Luzon po, doon na lang po sa Laguna. Pero pag dito naman po, dito po namin gagawin. Actually, may orders po kami ngayon sa Davao at Cebu. So, sa Laguna po yun, gagawin. Sir, ganun na po yung ginawa namin para lahat po ay ma-serve natin even during the pandemic po.
Meron ba kayong saan po ang logistic ninyo?
Dito po sa amin muna yung sir, yung contacts and then
Sa Santa Rosa?
Opo, Santa Rosa na po pa. Opo.
Kasi kasi na-involve kami sa mga temperature food processing automation. So, pwede kami makapag-supply ng mga materials na kakailanganin ninyo na pwede naman kami makapag-recommend din kung gugustuhin ninyo. So, siguro ang maganda, email ko na lang sa inyo yung supplies na pwede naming may sa inyo. Kasi katulad niyan, temperature, humidity, mga sensor.
Sige po.
Meron po kami kasi niyan, saka yung mga controls niyan. Kung gusto ninyong automatic o automated siya, meron din kaming mga system ng automation, katulad ng mga Siemens, mga ganyan, ABB, mga yun, Omron o kung ano man. Pwede naman namin kayo masuportahan. So, iyan lang sa inyo.
Thank you po, sir. Opo.
Tapos isa pa, we can complement with marketing yung product po ninyo. Kasi we are dealing with multinational, baka meron silang mga need. Pwede namin i-present sa kanila. Then we will ask your technical or expert to present doon sa kanila kung gugustuhin po ninyo.
Sige po, sir. Thank you for that, sir. Another marketing opportunity. Sir, nakuha niyo ba yung aking kanina? Wala tayong, hindi ko magbibigay yung calling card ngayon. Pero I can send you po.
Napicturean ko po yung mga email address nyo, telephone, napicturean ko na yan.
Ay, sige po, sir. Paki-message nyo po ako and then I will give you the details po.
Sige po. Okay. Sige, salamat. Salamat po.
Thank you po.
Okay, Brother Rick Nabis.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, sir.
Nakita na tayo ngayon.
Ako.
Matagal ko nang nawala kasi na-aksidente ko kaya natigil yung pag-uusap natin.
Ganun po ba?
Ma'am, meron lang akong mga ilang tinatanong. Meron bang mas malaki doon sa 1 million?
Ay, opo, sir.
Gaano yung susunod? Gaano po yung susunod na price?
2.5 po.
2.5?
Opo, mas malaki po sa 1 million natin.
Okay, kasi kaya ako nagtatanong na ganyan. Meron kasi rin kaming grupo dito. Palagay ko yung mapag-uusapan. Ma'am, ang nagiging problema nito ay yung ating pang-finance, di ba? Pero anyway, meron namang mga tutulong sa atin eh. Paano ang terms sa inyo?
Terms.
Paano ang terms sa
Opo.
inyo? Kasi yan ito merong magkakas naman, pero siyempre, kagaya sa amin, ngayon po kasi dinedevelop po yung farm.
Opo.
Nagtatanim na po ako ng mga 10 halamang gamot, kasama po ang adlay, kasama ang soybeans, kasi yun po pinaprocess ko. May mga produkto na rin po ako. At actually, meron po akong dryer dito na nagagamit ko. Pero siyempre, may plano po kaming kumuha uli ng bago. Ang plano po namin talaga, ngayon, nakita ko yung presentation nyo, nakuha ko yung address ninyo. Gusto din namin talaga, pagka na-set up na yon, talaga ito, ilang susunod kasi nagagawa na kami ng mga tea
Opo, sir. Opo.
Kaya yung terms muna bago ako may tatagdag pa ako sa inyo at ano.
Okay, sir. When it comes to the terms po, yung existing terms po natin is 70 po. Hindi po kami tumatanggap ng cash not unless, pipilitin niyo po kami, sir, na cash na yung 100%. Pero for safety ng both parties natin, 70% muna yung down payment natin.
Okay.
And then 30% after po, during the delivery na po, kasi mahirap po baka magamit po namin yung lahat ng pera niyo, wala na tayong pan-deliver or hindi na makakarating yung machine sa inyo. So, yun po sir, 70-30 po. 70% ang down payment, 30%.
In case ng pinaka-worst na, hindi ba pwedeng 50%? Kagaya po kasi ng iba binibigay po namin sa aming mga kinukunan, at least 50% ay bibigay po namin. And then the delivery, kasi para, di ba kaya?
Pwede naman po sir, basta yung another 20% ay hindi masyadong matagal. Opo.
Kaya po ako nagtatanong, paplanuhin po namin yan. Kasi yan po ang aming yun. Ma'am, pwede ho magtanong kasi meron po kaming farm na inaayos sa JK. Ito bang JK Asia, sabi mo isa Angat Bulacan?
Opo.
Alam mo yung Asia? Alam mo yung bayanihan? Katabi lang po siya. Kasi ma'am, kung sabihin babalik kayo, may plano po kaming maglagay din po dyan doon. Ito po yung ESA, ako po nag-handle doon ng processing.
Okay po.
Kaya ako tinanong ko siya bakit doon pwede, katatapos na namin mag-seminar. Kaya maganda po yung pagkakataon na ito po yung sinasabi nyo kanina, may gusto ko, hindi si Pastor Sabat, nakikinig naman. Now maybe, ma'am, ito na yung tinatawag nating collaborative intelligence na talagang ang ASI hindi na po magkaroon ng competition, kundi hanapin na lamang kung sino talaga yung merong equipments na gagawa, tapos hanapin yung magaling sa marketing, sa e-commerce, tapos yung may kinalaman sa process. Ako po, madami po akong pinaprocess ito. Magmula po sa mushroom, kahit anong klase po ng food, pinaprocess ko po yan. May mga equipments po ako dito. Ngayon, mag-upgrade po kami. Yan po ang aming plano. So, ang nagiging problema, Pastor Sabat, mang ganito, paano tayo baka bubuo ng isang ASI group na walang kompetensya? Yan ang isang dapat nating pag-aralan, mami. Kasi nakita ko po doon sa inyo, I recommend na meron naman tayo palang gumagawang kapatid ng mga equipments. Doon tayo sa kapatid kukuha. So, napakagandang pagkakataon sapagkat halos lahat ng mga produkto ngayon ay dinadry. Yan talaga, bukod doon sa ibang process. Now, ito yung sasabi natin na pag nabuo natin ito sa ating misyon, nakalikan-kanya, as one lang, as one. Pagkaso, Pastor Sabat, paki-take note ito at pag-ala natin, kasi hindi tayo, sa totoo lang, marami tayong trabaho gumagawa, pero nagkukumpetensya po ang mga food processor ng Adventist. Ito ang inalulungkot ko, hindi tayo makabuo ng isa, kaya dapat meron tayong collective intelligence na para talaga basaan yung ating gagawin. Kasi kagaya ko, talagang may mga Adventist, pag gumagawa ng soya milk, lahat sila marunong. Pero sino ang pinakamagaling? Kung ito'y mabubuhay din as a big business, na iisa na lamang yung gumagawa with talaga equipments, kasi yung pondo, walang problema yan eh. Kasi alam nyo kung bakit, bukod sa ASI nagbibigay, yung shared facilities, alam ni ma'am yan eh, ng DOST, meron silang panday binibigay para makagbuo tayo as a group. So, andyan si Joanne, na makakagawa ng website natin, nagka-consolidator. Bakit hindi tayo gumawa ng isang programa na ito yung ating target na ating magagawa? At natutuwa ako sa nangyayari ngayon dito sa atin sa ASI na Sana mabuo natin yon, Pastor, na talagang by mission. O mabubuo natin isa-isa. Okay, sige, salamat to, Pastor, ha? Salamat, ma'am. Tatawag na lang ako sa inyo.
Pwede po bang
Tutuloy
mag-comment?
natin yung ating transaksyon.
Thank you
Pwede
po.
po mag-comment doon sa sinabi ni Sir.
Okay?
Opo. Mag-suggest.
Yes po.
Okay. Maganda naman po yung suggestion na magkaroon ng isang ASI. Pero may mga chapters po tayo.
Sa chapter ibig sabihin.
Sa bawat chapter. Patulad ko po, ako may sariling business ng tofu, ng soy milk at taho. Now, pero ang market ko medyo mas malawak na sa common natin na Adventist kasi nasa supermarket na ako eh. Walter Mart, supermarket, mga SM, ganyan. Now, what I can share, nakita ko na pwedeng pagtulong-tulungan ng mga kapatid ay yung nakita ko nga po yung kanyang product na drying machine. Now, as an officer, halimbawa sa Batangas, magkaroon kami ng isang project na hindi kami makakapagkompetensya na makakapag-help kami each other. Katulad nga po yung sinasabi ko, yung mga pulp, ko naman siya minamarket. So, tsaka yung pong mga, pwede siyang, natin ng tofu. So, ibig sabihin, we can help each other sa bawat chapter na kung papaano natin magagawa na magkakaroon ng produkto. Ganun po yun. Pwedeng pare-pareho po tayo na mag-market ng produkto nila, exchange, yun ang posible. Sa pangbuuan, ang mangyayari po sa atin is exchange of products na lang po. Paano tayo mag-market? Pero we have a certain nagagawa dun sa ating bawat chapter.
Pastor, pasigit pa lang isa, may biglang naalala ko to. Mga kapatid, palagay ko po walang masisirang walang kukulangin po yung inyong mga pulp. Pastor, ito ay magbo-volunteer na ako, pero kasi nga, pasensya ka na, kasi ako nga ang learning VP for development tsaka sa learning sa training. Hindi ako nagpa-function kasi sasamantalahin ko to na makapagsalita ngayon. Yung pulp ninyo, kukulangin yan kung ako ang tatanungin ninyo. Alam niyo kung bakit? Marunong akong gumawa ng tempe. Yung soybeans ninyo na pulp, pwede kong gawin yung miso. Pwede kong gawin Kaya ko to sinasabi, ngayon makakapagsalita ako, sayang wala si Ma'am Joyce. Kasi nga gusto ko din sanang madinig niya, ito na siguro yung panahon na dapat sana nag-function ako noon, dahil nag-submit ako ng proposal noon kay Ma'am Joyce, na dapat sa training ng processing, hindi sa tulong ng Panginoon ko, ako po ang binigyan ng pondo ng DA para magkaroon sa buong Pilipinas ng commercialization ng soybeans commercialization. So nakapag-develop po ako ng soybeans bagoong, nakapag-develop po ako ng soy sauce, nakapag-develop ako ng tempe, ng miso, ng tausi. Nasa sa akin po ang paggawa ng yun, binabawi ng government pero hindi ko binibigay. So ito yung pagkakataon natin mga Adventist na kung mag-perform tayo nito, yung sapal ninyo, ginagawa ko nga akong pansit yung sapal Lahat po ng ginagawa ko yan. Pag inisayang gagawin yung tempe o miso, ang technology pwede kong i-share, pag-uusapan na natin din na sharing. So wala po tayong magiging sagabal kung magkakaisa po tayo. But the problem is, sa tagal ko na po na sa learning development ng ating NPUC, never na ako po ay nakapagsalita ng ganito. Ngayon lang ako nakapagsalita. Ito kasi tuwing ako'y magsasalita, sabi sa akin, kalma ka Rika, now, this is the time na pwede tayong bumuo ng isang pag-uusap with you, ma'am, now, the technology of product development na nakalagay sa Ministry of Healing na dapat meron tayong sariling restaurant, dapat meron tayong sariling tindahan, meron tayong sariling factory, at saka marketing. Now, maybe this is the time na dapat pag-isipan natin kung paano ito mabubuo na it is solely for the Seventh-day Adventist, hindi na po tayo kukuha ng iba pang mga produkto na hindi po natin gawa.
Yan po yung tama. Kaya po ako yung Okay po. Kontakin niyo na lang po ako.
Bigyan natin na po. Meron pa kayong ibang mga kasama natin, baka meron silang concern. Pero nais ko pong sabihin sa inyo, yung binabanggit ko kanina, naroon tayo sa direksyon ng ASI, pag-form ng ASI Care Group, na yung ASI Care Group, ang una ho na ating titingnan, yung mga ASI chapter po natin, may organized na mabuti at doon ho magkaroon kayo ng mga pag-uusap, ano yung mga projects na gagawin po ninyo para noon maging center of influence yung ASI po ninyo. Dahil una ho, huwag niyo munang isipin yung pangbuong Pilipinas, isipin niyo muna
Sa chapter lang po muna.
video ninyo, napakarami ng market kung atin lang may establish yung yung direksyon na dapat ninyong gawin. So doon muna kayo at pag-aaralan natin yan kung mapag-anuhan nyo na, ma-organize na ng gusto, and then kung iniisip ninyo na gawing project ito, mag-come up doon sa mga pagdadry na ito, so wala naman pong problema yon kahit magkapare-pareho kayo, dahil bibigyan ko kayo ng isang ilustrasyon, mga kapatid natin sa Riyaya, ang business nila magkakabi, puro bakery, pero walang kompetisyon. Nakita ninyo sa iba yung kanilang mga client at iba nagiging successful. So, ano yan depende yan, basta ASI chapter. At ang mga officer at mag-pick kayo sa isang project na magiging center of influence. Okay, so
Ano na lang po, may contact niya po ako para mabigyan niya po ako, para ma-brought up ko naman sa chapter namin. Kay Pastor Sabat na lang kunin yung contact ko. Yun na lang po.
okay. So, meron pa kayong ibang concern sa ibang mga nandito sa ating Zoom? Wala na kayong concern? Dr. Johan? Sino pa ba?
Okay. Sige, Johan. Johan, ikaw na.
Napakaganda po ng presentation ni Ma'am Lorcelie, Ma'am, and I think we can help one another po para sa mga marketing, sa kung mga product presentation and everything po na kailangan natin. Kasi ako po personally, I have my own coffee and other products na naka-brand na po talaga sa akin yan. So, if you need my help, especially sa branding na talagang naka-authenticate po siya, I am willing to help. So, yun nga po, maganda yung sabi ni Pastor, we can have our care group na kung saan ang focus natin dito sa SI ay we will collaborate each other kung saan po tayo makakaroon ng best na para po kahit pare-pareho yung products natin, there is no competition. So, yan na po, just keep in touch po para makapag-ano po tayo.
Okay. Meron pa po?
Thank you po.
Sana po ay ating hilingan si Mia na i-present ang ating certificate of appreciation to Dr. Taclan. Ma'am, thank you very much sa inyo pong pagkakaloob ng pagkakataon dito sa ASI Convention na maging kabahagi dito sa amin pong Nandiyan, Mia.
Thank you din po, Pastor. I hope and I pray na hindi po ito yung first and last, kundi ito yung beginning ng lahat ng gagawin natin para makapag-participate sa trabaho ng Panginoon while we are waiting for His Son return po.
Yes po. Okay, ano mo, Mia? Alin ba dyan?
Mendok.
Thank you.
Pastor, kayo na po, Pastor. Meron lang po kausap.
Nakatikom! Nakasarad si Pastor na.
I-click mo.
Yung nakatikom magas na kinakasira, yan
Nakatikom ata?
kinakatikom magas na nakasira.
This certificate of commendation and appreciation is hereby presented to Dr. Lorcelie B. Taclan, a professor, engineering department, research consultant, and inventor, for her consecrated passion, interest, and faithfulness to God's calling, for faith-based entrepreneurial initiatives inspired by the spirit of self-supporting missions, for rekindling reframing and refocusing and unity of religion and business. As a resource person on the topic innovation, medicinal plants and entrepreneurship during the NPUC ASI online convention, held from the 8th day to the 10th day of October, year 2020, given this day, October 9, 2020.
Hindi namin nakita yung certificate, pwede pa-click.
Okay. Hindi ba nakita? Wait lang, Pastor. Bakit wala? Yan, okay na, Pastor?
Nag-read pa. Hindi pa. Hindi lumalabas.
Wait lang po. Nawala.
Mamiya, i-close nyo po muna yung screen sharing, i-open nyo po muna siya, and then saka nyo po siya i-screen share.
Okay. Open ko muna po, then screen sharing. Tama ba?
Yeah, i-ano mo muna dyan sa iyo. Ito ang ating challenge talaga.
Yan. Okay na po?
Yes. So, Ma'am, Dr. Taclan, thank you very much po sa inyong paglilingkod. At amin na lamang ipapadala ito through LBC at ganoon din ang aming token sa inyo. So, thank you po.
Thank you po, Pastor. Excited po ako to do business with everybody. Sana po, guys. God will give us more time to do business with Him and everybody po. God bless po.
Amin kayong kukontakin pagka mayroong mga ASI chapter na nagtitong kanilang gustong maging project para nun ay magkaroon tayo sa ating mga chapter.
Opo, Pastor. Thank you po.
Okay.
Thank you po.
So, thank you. Well, we have a lot of time for your advertisement. Pwede bang paki-type nyo dyan sa chat natin kung sino ang mayroong advertisement, and then we will give you 5 to 10 minutes para noon kung meron kayong gustong i-advertise na inyong product, kasama na ron yung question and answer, ay ating po kayong pagkakalooban ng pagkakataon.
Baka po si Ma'am Sara gusto niyang mag-promote. Sara Dabukon sa Ilocos Norte.
Okay, si Pastor Bersabal. Meron ka ba?
Meron, Pastor.
Oh yes, so ikaw mauna dahil ikaw naman ang unang nagbigay ng interest. So susunod yung sinasabi ni Pastor Neil. Okay, so I'll give you the time, Pastor Bersabal.
Pwedeng i-share screen, Pastor, dito?
Yes.
Nakikita na, Pastor?
Wala pa, hindi pa yung cellphone lang pero wala pa yung ano.
Yan po, nakikita na.
Yan, may medyo maliit kasi sa cellphone. Kita naman siya, maliit lang.
Maliit.
Brad, i-landscape mo po yung yung cellphone ninyo para lumaki siya. I-landscape po siya.
Naka-landscape na po siya.
Binaliktad nyo na po.
Opo.
Yan.
Ito na lang po, i-zoom.
Ayan, kita na siya. Ano
So
ba
ito po yung mga
Lotion?
product na
ipinaplano namin dito sa Cavite chapter, Cavite Mission chapter na ilunsad ng ASIC. Ito po ay mga pang spray sa mga linen, sa mga kwarto. Yan po. At ito naman po yung sa mga sasakyan, sa mga air condition, sa mga offices, at sa lahat ng mga place na po pwede nyo pong paglagyan. Mga ano po ito, mga scents. So yan po. Pwede pong anywhere in the Philippines, especially in the territory of North Philippine Union Conference, yung pong mga walang work, pwede po nating gawin silang mga reseller nito po. Individual po pwede silang kumita, or kung ipapasok po sa ASIC chapter po, pwede rin po silang kumita. Thank you po.
Ito ba ay Adventist ang ano nito?
Ang manufacturer po ay hindi Adventist, pero Adventist po ang exclusive distributor. Ang ano po ito, galing po ito sa Region 3.
Okay. So, do you have any question, mga kapatid?
Thank you po.
Yeah, baka meron silang katanungan. Meron po kayong question tungkol doon sa pinresent ni Pastor Bersabal?
Pastor, baka pwede makapagtanong.
Yes,
Brother
sige po.
Alberto. Tanong ko lang kung nasa ano na ba siya? Nasa online? Katulad
Yes
ng
po,
Lazada.
nasa online na po siya. Nakaboost na po siya sa Facebook.
Okay.
Pero ano po yan, meron kasing mga ibang Adventist na humahawak din po niyan. Kaya kinakailangan po, kung halimbawa ma-encounter sa Facebook, dapat po mag-direct tayo dito sa Cavite Mission. Kasi kung sa Facebook po kayo magme-message, baka mapapunta kayo sa ibang distributor.
Okay. So,
Thank you po.
bigyan mo na lang kami ng contact siguro. Kasi baka naman magko-compete kami sa ibang tulad sa Lazada. Bababaan ang price yata doon. Lalo sa Shopee.
Guaranteed po makakapagbigay tayo ng pinakamababang price kasi direct po tayo sa manufacturer.
Okay, lagay mo dyan sa chat group kung paano siya makokontakt.
Oo, yun na lang siguro. Okay, email, saka cell number siguro. Kung pwede. Okay, salamat po.
Okay, kung wala na kayong question doon, atin na makipagkaloob doon sa ating kapatid, Pastor Neil. Sino yung sinasabi mo?
Anong Sarah?
Nandito ba siya?
Nandito po. At ang-promote naman ang?
Paki-introduce mo.
Okay, ang ating pong susunod na magpo-promote ay ang ating pong ASI President ng Ilocos Norte Chapter.